notification come up on you. Let me check it. It's live, just think, notification. Yeah, it's live though. All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, I'm the brother Yasha Moffin to my right. And with GMS Mississippi Camp, all right, coming with a live stream, just going into a soldier's mentality, okay? Because what we have to understand as men, as we mature, okay, in the faith, the scriptures talk about how, when we were, a child, we thought like children. We thought like children, but as we became adults, we put away childish things, okay? And a lot of gimmicks, that you see amongst our people that know that they're Israelites, so-called teachers and leaders, they're supposed to be leaders and setting the tone and the standard for a people. You see, they're still into childish things, okay? But this is a real war, that we're in. As the elder Barak Allah, always goes into, this is a war that we're in, okay? And it's a spiritual war, and it's going to lead into the physical, okay? So we're going to emphasize on a soldier's mentality, okay, in the midst of a war, okay? Now, let's get that in Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 9.
Yep.
Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain.
Yeah, and the slain is us in the dead spiritual state, okay? And that breath is the Holy Spirit, which will come through the prophets. Ezekiel represents the prophets in the latter day, all right, prophesying to our people in the dead state, okay? And what will happen? Breath, okay, will enter into, the elect, okay? The Holy Spirit, which will make us lively again, okay? And understand once we're, cause see, when you're alive, what do you have? Awareness, okay? If you was dead and you was resurrected, what's the first thing you would do? Okay? What's the first thing that would kick in? Your awareness. You will be scanning your surrounding. Okay? And one thing about it, when we came to life, all right, we realized that we were in a spiritual war. And we came to life in the spirit when that breath entered into us. All right, you can finish it, bro.
And breathe upon these slain that they may live.
Yep. Go ahead.
So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
They stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. And it's talking about a spiritual army. Okay? What you see in the latter times is the house of David being built up, and there's a spiritual army that has awakened in these latter days. And what are we doing? We're combating against the wickedness that's in high places, man. Okay? So we're in an all-out spiritual war against wickedness, man. And you see Esau coming harder on the left-hand side, pushing more alphabet, agenda, pushing, more open Satanism, more rebellion in the earth, But what we're pushing, man, the kingdom to come, the righteous kingdom to come, okay? And the standard that comes with that kingdom, You have something saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As we awaken, we realize, because, during wartime, sometimes, your government, your leaders will all use propaganda on the people.
Mm-hmm.
But once you become aware and you realize you besieged on all sides, you start to prepare yourself.
Yep.
You start to prepare yourself with knowledge. What's going on this side? What's going on that side? You start to gather things that's gonna be needful. Again, that's wisdom and knowledge.
Yep.
You start to gather those things. You start to get with people that are like mind. gathering together with people that are like minded,
Mm-hmm.
getting ready for what's to come.
Yep.
And that's what the state we're in now.
Because it's wartime. You see, it's different. Everything changed when it's wartime. See, when it's peace and prosperity, you know, you can kick it, with no worries. But when it's wartime, now that sense of urgency changes. Okay, your lifestyle changes. Your patterns change. Okay, everything is more intense. Time is different. You utilize your time different in times of war. It's a whole different spirit in the times of war than when it's time of peace, man. Okay. Uh, go to that Timothy. Yeah. And the scriptures, the Apostle Paul. And see, the Apostle Paul, you understand, he was brought up in the law. So we're gonna get some instructions from Apostle Paul. We're gonna go to the law where he got those instructions from. Go ahead.
Yeah, 1 Timothy 2 and
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Yeah.
Let me see. No, 2 Timothy 2 and 1. Matter of fact, yeah, 2 Timothy 2 and 3. So we have to have a soldier's mentality. All right, a soldier's mind state. Okay, we got a mission to complete. Go ahead.
In 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3. Excuse me. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh HaMashiach.
Yeah, endure hardness as a good soldier. And a lot of times the chastisement of the Lord is toughening us up. You go into if you're a soldier going to the military, what do they have? Boot camp. So the Most High take our ass through spiritual boot camp, man. He'll put all type of chaos in our life just to see if we can think our way out of it, man. What they do with Marines and Special Forces, they drop them off in the middle of nowhere. They train them. Okay, they giving them skill set, and we're getting the training here in the scriptures. But then you got to go apply that training. So what they'll do with Special Forces, they'll put you in scenarios to where you got to apply your training to get out those scenarios, man. Okay, so the Most High does that with us. All right, Yahweh Shema Shah does that with us. He gives us the wisdom where we're able to watch the videos, read, and get the understanding, and be trained up. And then he'll put us in those scenarios to where we got to apply the training to get out. Okay, to get out the situation, man. That's the boot camp. Okay, so as we've been in boot camp, we're constantly preparing, all right, for the great battle to come. You see, the preparation for war is always way longer than the actual war. Okay, just like the physical war that's going to happen between these nations. Well, they've been preparing for decades. They've been having military buildups for decades, but the war gonna be quick. He said America gonna be destroyed in an hour. You see, but the buildup been decades. Okay, go ahead.
No man that work entangling himself with the affairs of this life.
Yep.
That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Yeah, we can't get too caught up in the affairs of this life, man. Okay, there's a difference between the life of a soldier and the life of a civilian. A civilian can live this carefree, lackadaisical, no urgency, just be chilling. Civilians live those type of life. A soldier is always alert. A soldier is always watching his surroundings. A soldier is always gathering information. A soldier is always on call. When you're a soldier, you're always on call. Okay? So as a soldier of Yahweh Shema Shai, our lifestyle is gonna be drastically different than everyone else, man. Okay, you have your downtime. Soldiers have downtimes every now and then where they drink and talk shit. But for the most part, what are soldiers doing? They're always gathering intel and they're always focused on the mission, man. Okay, that's the mind frame that we have to be in the spirit. If we're part of that exceeding army that their breath has entered into. Okay, we're soldiers of Yahweh Shema Shai, and we can't be too entangled with these things, man. Okay, now let's get that. You have something to say?
Yeah,
bring point out, brother.
And it all, it all starts in the mind.
Yep, yep.
It starts in the mind
Con.
because a soldier, as you were saying, he gonna be on guard. But the civilian gets snatched up, they gonna scream, kick it, all
Mm-hmm.
that, all that stuff. If you try to snatch up a soldier, you gonna get cut down. You gonna be tossed and turned. You gonna be prepared. And what Yahweh Shah doing is preparing his people. So once that stuff come, they won't die faint. They won't die, faint, die, or be taken by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be prepared. They're gonna know what to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a readiness.
Mm.
It's gonna be a thing of readiness. Since you said that, let's get Luke 6 and 46, and then we get that First Corinthians. Yeah, like you said, it's gonna be a readiness. You know, the Lord is putting us in the spirit of readiness. You know, they got a thing in the military where they tell you what to hurry up and wait. You know, you see, hurry up and wait, man. It means as you waiting, you still always on go. Okay, you might be chilling and watching Netflix, with your woman or whatever, but you still in the soldier-like mentality, like you still, on that alertness.
You still get
Yeah.
your mind on that dope.
Yeah. That door, that you say, that front door can come out the hinges at any time. Okay, and even when you watching the movie, you watching little shit that they putting in the movies. You taking in intel, because that's where the soldier that's behind enemy lines, he has to take in intel of where he's at, man, to kind of see how the enemy is moving, man. Okay? Yep, go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 6, verse 46.
Yep.
And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?
Yeah, because a lot of our people call, the Messiah Lord. They call on Jesus, it's the Lord and Savior of my life, but they don't adhere to the instructions. Okay? How can you be part of a military if you don't obey the commands of your superior? Okay, go ahead.
Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and do them,
Yep.
I will show you to him he is who he is like.
So he's going to liken, he's going to give a similitude to those that follow and obey. Okay? And we obey because we believe through faith. Okay? So he's going to show you what the obedient of our people are like, man. Those that are obedient, he's going to show you and liken them to what they're like, man. Go ahead.
He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon the house and could not shake it.
Yeah, because why? That it was rooted. Okay? And this word is making us rooted, making us ready. Like you said, you can run up on a civilian and they panicking, but you run up on a soldier, you grab him, next thing you getting choked out. Yeah, got you, nigga. Then next thing you goddamn folded up. Okay, why? Because it's a sense of readiness that a soldier has, man. Because why? During this grace period, during the times before war, that soldier still been training. Okay? You might see him at Applebee's drinking the beer, but he just got through doing 6 hours of punching the bag. Okay? The day before, he did 4 hours of jujitsu. So you might see him at the Buffalo Wild when he's drinking the beer, and you mess around and grab this nigga, and you like, God damn, this is a bad decision. God damn, I should have grabbed this nigga, man, But that's how we gotta be in the spirit, man. Okay, go ahead.
For it was founded upon a rock.
It was founded on the rock, and that rock is Yahweh Shai. All right, go ahead.
But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without foundation built an house upon the earth, against which the streams did beat vehemently.
And them streams gonna be the times of Jacob's trouble, that Esau is gonna come down with that wrath, man. Okay, go ahead.
The scripture says, like, the enemy shall
come in like a flood. Yep.
And immediately it fell, and the ruins of that house was great.
They said immediately it fell. Because why? You ain't been conditioning in the spirit. Okay? You out the loop, you don't know no intel of what's going on. You just here.
You don't believe you have an enemy.
Yeah. Hey, great point. Say it again.
You don't believe you have an enemy.
Done. You see?
You unaware.
Yeah, like you said, the enemy should come in like a flood, then shall the Lord lift up a standard against him. Jake don't know about no standard. Okay? Niggas got a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on, man. Has no clue what's going on, man. Okay? So let's go back to 1 Corinthians 7. 1 Corinthians 7, I believe it's 29. Well, we might start up and read into it. Yeah, let's get 1 Corinthians 7, and let's start at 27.
All right.
Yep.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 27. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loose.
Go ahead.
Art thou loose from a wife? Seek not to wife.
Yeah, so if thou bound, to a woman, seek not to be loose. Or thou loose from a wife, seek not to be bound. Because the Lord got us in the situations that He wants us to be in. Okay, whether you have a woman or whether you don't. But this ain't the time, to be trying to be wife shopping. Okay, and you sisters that don't have a husband, the Lord's gonna give you those needful things in due season. Okay, so we're not in the time, all right, to be in the spirit, all right, of just, being entangled with trying to be trying to force, matchmaking, man. The Lord gonna do that. And one thing about it, if whoever you meant to be with, you're gonna be with that person at that time you meant to be with them. The Lord in control over all that, man. He gonna set it up. He gonna make it convenient, no matter where you at or where he at. The Lord gonna make it happen, all right, to where you gonna be with that person at the exact time, all right, and you're gonna be with who you supposed to be with. Okay, the Lord gonna make that happen, all right. But the Apostle Paul gonna tell us what mind frame we should be in. Go ahead.
But and if thou marry, thou hast not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she have not sinned.
Yep.
Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you.
Yep. So it's not a sin, to deal with a woman or to have a woman. Okay. It's not a sin to have wives. All right. But then it comes with a responsibility as well. Okay. Because a woman takes maintenance. You see, a woman takes that's a responsibility. All right. As a husband, your wife is a responsibility under you, man. Okay. So you're gonna have to deal with little tedious things sometimes. You be like, God damn, yeah, shit. But it got, as a husband, you gotta do certain things, man. Go ahead.
But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they have wives, be as though they had none.
The time's short. So now Apostle Paul is like, look, the time's short. They that have wives, go ahead.
They that have wives, remain that both they have wives, be as they had none.
Yep.
And they that weep, as though they weep not. And they that rejoice, as though they rejoice not.
Yeah, so pretty much we can't be attached to our emotions, okay? Because as a man, you want to see your wife, comfortable. You want to see your wife, joyful. As a man, you want to see that, okay? But we're coming to a time now where what got to be done overrides our emotions, their emotions, okay? That's why he said weeping, as though they weep not, joy as though they joy not. Those are two emotions, okay? So at the end of the day, we gotta be locked into the mission, man. The hell with emotions, man. Okay, it's gonna be some times you're not gonna be able to spend as much time as you did last month or last week, because there's so much going on. It can be so much going on in the spirit sometimes. Okay, and the woman just gotta deal with it, man, because we have an eternity to look forward to. Okay, well, because we missed, a few times to go out or a few times to watch TV and chill, or we miss, this opportunity to do this or go this place. That's nothing compared to the eternity that we got to come when time is unlimited. Everything is limited here.
Hmm.
Okay? So we gotta make sure we prioritize our time as a soldier, not as a civilian. We can't get caught up in our emotions, man. Okay, when it comes to these things, man. Okay? We have a soldier's mentality, man. You know, and of course, as a man, you love, you know, you probably got a decent woman. You know, you enjoy kicking it, you know, and chilling with your woman. All right, but we're on the mission. We gotta finish the mission, and then we can really kick it, man. Okay, and like I say, as a woman, hey, if she gonna be down, she gotta get over that on her terms, man. That's something that the woman has to get over, man. You know, um, let's get that. So Apostle Paul said this, but where did this come from? Let's get that in the law. Remember, Apostle Paul was what, a Pharisee, so he was pretty much like a lawyer, you know, of the law. You got it, brother. They Deuteronomy 20 and verse 4. Yep.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 4. For the Lord your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you.
Started at 4.
That was 4.
Yeah.
Let me go to 3.
No, that's 4. Yep. 4 and read down.
Okay. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, what man is there that have built a new house and have not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in a battle and another man dedicate it.
Yeah, so he's going into look. Because when we was getting ready, you know, the times when we would go to war, he's speaking of these are laws for wartime. Okay, so read verse 5 again. These are wartime laws. Read it again.
And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, what man is there that hath built a new house and have not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle and another man dedicate it.
Yeah, he still had worldly affairs, so he wasn't, you know, able to go to war. And see why wasn't, and we're gonna keep going through all of them, but the overtone is because if you got a house you ain't dedicated, where your mind gonna be?
It's gonna be on that house.
It's gonna be on. You know, you got it, bro.
You're gonna be distracted.
Yeah.
You can't, you know, you can't fight and be thinking about what's going on here and there. That's gonna cause you to stumble and get knocked out, cut down.
Or you gonna get yourself killed or somebody else killed or both. Cause I need you. You know, if you at war, you need me to be on my P's and Q's. You know, cause hey, my awareness is overseeing what you can't see, and your awareness is seeing what I can't see. You know. So as we're at war, all right, every man has to be extremely, you know, tapped into that war, okay? Because I can mess around and slip and I still live and cause you to be put to death, man. Okay? And this is a war. This is real business, man. That's why we not here for gimmicks, okay? We ain't time to play with niggas, man, okay? Play with the goddamn nigga woman, man. We not here to argue, man. We at a war, okay? Go ahead.
And what man is he that have planted a vineyard and have not yet eaten of it?
Yep.
Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in a battle and another man eat of it.
Go ahead.
And what man is there that have betrothed a wife and have not taken her? Let him go and return unto his house, and lest he die in a battle and another man take her.
Yeah, so if you have a woman that's betrothed and you haven't dealt with the woman, if you at war, what you gonna be thinking about, man? Okay, that woman. And then you like, damn, you know, Jake, Jody, you know, they got Jody around the side, you know. You'll be thinking about that. You'll be preoccupied in that, man. You know, and because there's a law that when a man took a wife, he couldn't go to war or do business for a year. He just was supposed to cheer his wife up. Okay? There was a time where he was supposed to make all the opportunity to plant seed, okay? Because within a year, you could possibly get your woman pregnant at least twice, you know? Then you will be able to go back to your affairs because now your legacy is started, okay? Then you can be eligible to go back to war and go back to doing business because now your legacy started, man, okay? And that's how it was in the law. But see, the Apostle Paul say, though that have wives, what? be as though you had none so you can focus on the war. That doesn't mean you completely neglect your obligations to your woman, okay? But it's gonna be times where you're gonna miss certain opportunities, okay, of doing, the extracurriculars because we're occupied in this, okay? But like I say, as a soldier, there's a time where, hey, when you're in the war, you have downtime and, you can kick it. But then there's gonna be times where you're not gonna have as much downtime, and sometimes you're not gonna have any, man. You know, because you're occupied in the war. All right, go ahead.
And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, What man what man is there that is fearful and faint hearted?
Yep.
Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren heart faint as well as his heart.
Yeah. So if you was fearful, then you couldn't even come to war because fear could be contagious. You know, and then fear comes from what? Lack of faith. You see, lack of faith, man. So as we in war, we all have to have a soldier's mentality, man. That doubting spirit, they can be contagious, man. Okay, you don't want a brother, you don't want nobody around you saying, "What if?" What we gonna do if? Ain't no what if. He is. That voids out the what if he is. Okay, so let's get 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. I think 52. Because this is what's prepared for us after the war. See, after the war, then we'll be able to enjoy each other. We'll be able to enjoy the earth. We'll be able to enjoy plenteous, man. As we're going to get into, man. Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 52. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted.
Yeah, hey, the paradise is open. The tree of life is plenteous, man. These little opportunities that we miss now, we're gonna have an eternity to make those up, man. They don't compare. Okay, go ahead.
The time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready.
Yeah, plenteous is made ready because even when you do things, in this side, what you on the budget. All right. You at the restaurant, scanning the menu, doing math, goddamn it. Goddamn, hope she don't. That been through whatever the half baked. You remember he took an old girl like Dave Chappelle took old, Mary Jane on that date.
Right.
Yeah. You had to look, the money at the bottom. Nigga had to steal money, All right, but nah, the kingdom gonna have plenty, man. We gonna have to do goddamn math equation, every time we step out, man. Okay, go ahead.
A city is built, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
Yep, go ahead.
The root of
and it said rest is allowed. Rest. We gonna get the rest. We really gonna get the layup. Yeah, we gonna get the layup for real, then, man. Okay, we gonna get the layup with the beautiful daughters of Zion, but that's gonna be post-war. Right now, we in the war. Okay, those are perks of winning the war. You get that rest, man. Okay, go ahead.
The root of evil is sealed up from you.
Yep, Esau Edom.
Wickedness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten.
Go ahead.
Sorrows are past, and in the end is so shewed the treasure of immortality.
The treasures of immortality. We're going to be immortals. Okay? This temporary sacrifice, all right, is the reward for this temporary sacrifice is going to be immortal. Okay? And like I say, we got to suppress our emotions and move as soldiers. And the women, they got to suppress their emotions and they just got to deal, man. They got to understand what it is, man. And if not, it is what it is, brothers. We know what we got to do, man. Okay? And that's the mentality that we got to have as we move. You see? Want some more on that?
No.
Okay, well, that's the point. We just wanted to put that on wax. Me and the brother was, talking a little bit about that earlier. So in the spirit, we just want to put that on wax, and Lord will you brothers, and you sisters were edified, man. Once again, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to us younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.